Hello and welcome back to the Okayest Figures, and today we're looking at the Mezco 1/12 Collective Batman the Animated Series, So, as I did before, this is the figure down to the basics. You can see it's got really good stretchy material, and then the cape. This doesn't feel like the pleather they used to use. This feels more like a rubbery material, kind of like what the Nightwing body uses, but he's got his belt and his, let's see if I can't show that off a little bit more, the little buttons inside his belt, and then the trunks are the same as the cape. Okay, from the accessories, going from top down. There we go. His legs are a little thin, so they are he's a little top heavy, and plus I have his ankles are very loose right now, but that's something I can fix later. So, he comes with this default regular Batman frowning face, and it's got really good detail in it. So what I really like about Mezco is how much detail they actually put in, but I'll go over more on this later. You can see the cheekbone and his jawline, it's actually really good. And then we have the there we go. Frowning, I'm gonna get you teeth gritting face. Okay. And then we have his scared face that we know now is because they added Scarecrow to the line, which is pretty cool. For accessories, he also has the flare. He has the infrared spray. And the effect piece for it. And goes just right into there. Looks really nice. He also comes with two batarangs, two different types, two each. So he's got I believe it is called the Bat Star or Bat Throwing Star. And then the regular batarang. Then he comes with the remote control for the Batmobile, and this is something that I hope to get a little bit later. There we go. Is the McFarlane Batmobile, because I heard that's really good and pairs really well with this figure. He's also got the two-way radio. Then he has his infrared goggles. These are really easy to put on. Just have it go over. And then boom. And then he also comes with the gas mask. Let's see, you put it and then this does go with each head. how I take it off is make sure the head's off and pull it down through there, and it's a lot easier to take off, but it can't even go over the scared head. So maybe he didn't put his gas mask on in time, or he's just shocked or something, but there we go. And then finally, he comes with his grapnel. Then Batman comes with a pair of fists. A pair of splayed open hands. Let me see if I can't. There we go. And then he comes with one action hand for his left hand. And then the grapnel hand for his right hand. And as I can show you, it fits really, really well, pretty snugly. Then he comes with what I believe is either a turning the goggles on, or he's talking to his radio and his cowl, or the Bat Star. Kind of put it in like that. And then he comes with the, what I believe is the Batarang hand. So I'll show you the hand. There we go. And then with the Batarang. He comes with the, I guess, the box holding hands for the, just the box stuff, so the remote control for the Batmobile. Fits nice and snugly in there. And then also the two-way radio. And then finally, he comes with a karate hand and a pointing hand. And then lastly, he comes with the base. The flight stand. And what they all premium figures should come with, the bag. So now I've assembled him with his head and hands. I'll go over articulation. Let's see if I can't move this. There we go. So starting with his head, he can look this far up, that far down, which isn't much at all, and then a little side to side. As I said before, his cape has one wire going through it, so you don't have the added wires on the back, but you can get some pretty okay poses with the cape. it's a pretty good cape for what it came with, but I'll go over that a little bit later. And then his cowl neck piece does move just a little bit. His arms can go up this much. He does have rotating shoulders, and then a bicep swivel, and double elbows. And if you get the fabric up, you can go about that much up. He can rock his hands back and forth and turn them all around. And then he does have a gauntlet swivel as well. And then he can go about that much right there for a crunch forward. Pretty nice crunch back. Can kick his leg up that much. Can pull it back about that much. So forward that much, back that much, and then that much out. And then he has a thigh swivel, double knees, and then a boot swivel. And he has pretty okay ankle articulation as well. I can get him, and this is unheated, so I'm sure if you heat it up, you'll get a little bit more, but I can get him down to about this much. I'll get all his accessories out of the way. I also forgot he came with the line launcher for the grapnel gun as well. So let me, which is pretty nice. Okay, for size comparison, here he is next to the Mezco Animate Series Joker, and then the Clown Prince of Crime Joker. And then next to a Mezco King Kong and the Moss Squatch. And then next to the Moth-X Nightfall Bane. And finally, just for fun, next to the Shrieking Yeti, who is much, much taller than him. Okay, so overall, I really do, oh, let me get this guy out of the way. Overall, I really, really like this figure. I love the sculpt. As I said before, Mezco's, they always have good sculpts. And you can see it in here. You can see his cheekbone, if I can show it to you. There we go. You can see it, his cheekbone. And then, well, this is the wrong one. Let me get the right one out. And his mouth and his cheekbone are really, really defined in here under the light. But that kind of goes into what I don't like about this figure, is that I think their paint really messes them up. They need to do a wash or have just even the lines just with a Gundam marker or something. Go through here and get his mouth there and the cheekbones, and then maybe outline the jaw a little bit more. It would be amazing, I think. Another thing I don't like about the figure is the hands. You don't actually get all right and left mirrored hands. So you get 2 pairs of fists and 2 open splayed hands, but you only get 1 grapnel hand for some reason, or 1 hand that holds the remote control or the 2-way radio, or 1 hand that holds the flare, which is, I think, really missed opportunity for this figure. I don't know why they decided to do that. And then the last thing I don't like about this figure is the cape. And no, it's not because it goes over the Bat logo, because you can push it up. But in the Animate series, you can even see on the box there, he drapes the cape over. And you cannot do that with this figure, no matter what you do. So, I got a custom cape. Let me see if I can't fix this. There we go. I got a custom cape from LP Custom Figures on Instagram. And let me tell you, this cape is amazing. The quality in this, like, it rivals any big company right now. And it does exactly what I want it to do. The fabric, I always think of Batman having a fabric cape in this, especially this series, not this weird semi-pleather, mostly like rubbery material. So let me go ahead and show you what this cape looks like on. There we go. Sorry, I made it look a lot harder. I had to get the ball on it separate, but it is relatively easy to put on. So, with this, another thing, this cape is way too long. In the Animate series, it doesn't ever go past the bottom of his boots here. And this cape, he made it perfectly. Man, you did such a great job. You can go get a cape like this off his Instagram. I'll link everything in the description and have his Instagram handle up on screen. This is amazing, and I want to say thank you so much for letting me make the perfect Batman figure. And the perfect animated series Batman figure. You just got to mess with the cape a little bit. It looks so good. Now, draped over him like that. It's just amazing. And he has 3 wires that this cape doesn't. So he's got 1 in the direct back. He's got 1 right here, 1 on the other side, and then 1 wire that runs through the top. So you can basically get this into any pose or any cape. It's really easy to mess with this cape. I mean, that's just, look how fast that was. Looks just like the intro cape now. Can you do the... I mean, come on. Look how cool that is. That's just amazing. Come on. Okay. So that's not the only thing I did to make this the best Batman Animated Series figure out there. I also noticed that the gauntlets, when they put them on, they were made wrong. They weren't necessarily assembled wrong. So what I mean by that is that this gauntlet and this gauntlet was switched. Well, it was switched because this gauntlet, which is the left gauntlet, has an R on it, which means that it was for the right side of the figure. This one, the right gauntlet, had an L on it, which meant that it was for the left side. Now you can kind of tell this by how the fins are orientated, where they're kind of, when it's out like this, they're going out like that. And they're more splayed, or not splayed, but they're more finned out right here than they are on the other side. And you can see the different angle right here as well. So it took a lot of heat to pop these off, but I eventually popped them off, popped them back on the right side. And then finally his torso, his ab crunch is not great. But what I did for this is, because you can rotate the abs, you just gotta be mindful of the fabric here. Turn that around, pull the belt up. And I think this works better because it gives more of an outline for his chest up here. And it doesn't really break the sculpt any at all. You can see here. You can, have a lot better forward crunch. Can I pop this back on? I hope I can. There we go. That's just held on by what looks like a little hinge, so that's fine. Okay, so overall, I really enjoyed this figure, and after all the mods that I did to it, well, mods, put it lightly, the only thing I fully changed was the LP custom figures cape. But twisting torso and then heating these up and switching them, this is my favorite Batman to mess around with now. It is by far, it's just leagues above all the other ones. I really enjoyed this figure, and thank you again, LP Custom Figures. I can't thank you enough. So if you have this figure, please tell me what you think about it. If you were disappointed in it, or what you would change, or what you have changed in order to make the figure a lot better than how it came. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Thank you guys for joining. Hope to see you in the next one.